Buy here, pay here. Yay right. Buy here, pay here. Yay right. Not my story, but too good not to share. This story was told to me by a guy the first worked with 15 plus years ago, and I've passed it along to anyone who mentioned about buy a car from dealers who uses buy here, pay here to sell cars. He told me about the time his mother bought a car from a local used car dealer. The buy here, pay here seemed like a simple way to buy a car so she could go back to school to go from an LPN to get her RN certification. She found the car she liked and she the salesman that she needed a car to go back to school. They worked out a monthly payment that worked out for her and the deal was signed. She paid on the car every month. Never late. Never missed a payment. In person to maintain a good relationship with dealership. When she finished her degree and got her RN certification, she accepted a job at a different hospital from the one she worked at while she was an LPN for better pay and a sign-up bonus. She went to the car dealership and told them that she was starting a new job and that there is a 2-week holdback on her first check and she would be getting her sign-up bonus at the same time. And she would pay off the balance on what she owed on the car, which at time was just 3 months, based on how she had been paying on it up to now. The salesman told her, "No problem. We were glad to help you." She figured everything was good. But not quite. She started at the new hospital that following Monday. And the week went well. About halfway thought her shift she was told that a repo truck had pulled her car out of the parking lot. They told her the name on the side of the wrecker, which was the same one as the dealership where she bought the car from in the first place. She immediately called them up and asked the salesman, with whom she thought she had a good working relationship, and asked him why her car was towed. He replied, "You missed a payment, and the contract you signed that we can reposes your vehicle for non-payment." She asked if he understood that the payment was going to be late. All he said was, "You missed a payment and we have the right to repossess the car." She got a ride to the car lot and saw her car already on the line to be sold. She went inside and met the salesman, and asked about buying that car for what she owed on it. He said, no, but she could buy it back for what they have it listed for, which was what she paid for it to begin with, basically starting all over paying for her car. She left too angry, realizing they were screwing her over. 2 days later at the car dealership, the salesman looked and saw 3 guys looking at that car. He went out and introduced himself and asked if they were interested in buying that car. One said yes, but the other 2 just stood there not saying anything. So, the salesman put dealer plates on it and he went with the one who spoke up, and the other 2 waited till they go back from the test drive. When they got back, the one who went on the test drive went in with the other 2 into the salesman office and said they want to purchase that car. One asked about the history of that car and the salesman said it was a recent repo for someone who got behind on their payments. The one who was doing all the talking asked about their buy here, pay here policy and how that worked. The salesman explained that he would help them set up a monthly payment. Then one of the other 2 who hadn't said anything before, "What will happen if there's a problem making the payment?" The salesman then said, "Just let me know in time and we will work out any problems." The third one stood up and said, "Like you did with our mother?" Quote, the salesman sat there for a second as the first one who was doing all talking said, "Our mother bought this car from you with the understanding that if there was a problem that you would work with her, which we discovered. You would take the car back and turn around and resell it even though she told you of her change in her job, and she was going to be able to pay the car off. But you turned around and repossessed that car to resell it back to her for the original price she paid for it almost 3 years ago. The conversation from her to you was recorded and we heard that recording and what you told her about just buying the car again." The salesman just sat there not knowing what to say when the first one he did the test drive spoke up. As me and my brothers see it, you have two choices. One, we give you the money that our mother owed you for that car. You give us the title and we leave. Or two, which is what my two brothers want to do, is beat your ass after lying, disrespecting, and trying to cheat our mother, and then paying the car off for what she owes for the care and take the title and leave. You chose is. Which do you prefer? Needless to say, the mother got her car back, and that salesman got fired, because the manager heard everything and realized what that salesman was doing to the reputation of his dealership. Should have beat his ass for putting her through all of that. This is a banger story, but how is it MC rolling on the floor laughing? Honestly can't believe the owner didn't know. Just threw his employee out to save face. Why are there just no nice car salesmen? Some days the trash takes itself out. Good for you and your brothers for taking care of your mother in her time of need. Things were a lot simpler back in the day. Thing of beauty. Thank you for posting.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.